store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week,
turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete, because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
and that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. On the option. The pitch. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
But how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is good. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It sucks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Firing to the right, complete.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Found a seam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tigers are on the move.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Missouri! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flanagan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
These are simple routes, that drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Looking for the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. He fires to the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Off the play fake on first down. He got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Okay, ready? They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go! They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flanagan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
Hard running there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Fires to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air on second down. Got his man downfield. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires to the wide out. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it at halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
Missouri.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Turning it on! They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Flanagan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Canes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got the back over the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Hurricanes are in the red zone. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And we
We need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Man, here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Orlando. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense
finds a spot down the gun of the knee. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession back.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grab behind the line. It's Bernard. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And
here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He'll run for it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Canes have this offense rolling. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Orlando. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the option. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help